within a span of a week, we thought last week, where we comparing the Juice, Juventud, Nick Gage, Chavo Guerrero, Tanahashi, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan were all in a conversation. Well, now we can quite possibly add more people to that. The Dirt Sheets loved the IWC. The hot topic, I guess, involving NXT is Adam Cole, baby. What's the huppabaloo about this?
Yeah, so it seems his contract actually expired, and they added an extension which will take him through to SummerSlam weekend, so the takeover.
Yeah,
and then who knows after that?
Damn, that is quite interesting because he's someone I think would be pretty sweet to see on the other show, to be completely honest. Again, as a fan, Adam Cole hanging around his old friends kind of sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, this comes off, we've had the Bray Wyatt news in the last week with his release.
Yeah, wow.
And I think, look, I say morale is down for you because I have been enjoying NXT. I'm so detached from the main roster. I don't really care what Karrion Kross is doing up there. All I care about is the show I watch, and I've been enjoying it. And as someone in our Facebook group reminded us, Charlotte Flair was champion and came up and lost to Natty. This has happened before.
Yeah.
So I don't really care too much about that. But what I do care about is, where is the ceiling for all these guys? And that's where I'm maybe losing morale. I don't care about shitty booking on Raw so much. But where is the ceiling for these guys? If a Bray Wyatt can go, one of the, by all accounts, the biggest merch mover there, multi-time world champion. Look, sure, we've both criticised some of his matches in the past and sometimes the booking of his character, but clearly someone very creative as well. If someone like him can just be gone, and we'll give your gimmick to Alexa Bliss instead. Can you imagine The Undertaker just being like, Mark, we love your Undertaker thing, but actually we're going to give it to Sonny? It's very odd. I can see that making morale quite low there and making people think, what's the point? Because we're clearly just replaceable. All of us are replaceable. We have a new class come in and we like the character Bray Wyatt, but let's just go with someone else.
Do you think they continue more with the Lily character?
I think so. I think the Alexa Bliss thing's continuing.
Yeah, that's pretty lame.
So if I'm an Adam Cole and my contract's coming to an end, he's had a great time in NXT. He's probably really enjoyed it. Seems to be Shawn and Triple H's boy, you know? But if you're looking at that main roster and seeing what's happening to some of these people, well, what, am I just going to stay here all the time?
Yeah.
So if I was him, go.
Yeah.
And that's a real shame because I do enjoy NXT a lot, but then part of the love was the whole graduation process, you know? You go through it, you move up to the main roster, and you hope to see them thrive and become one of the big stars there. But it's so beyond that now.
Yeah, they don't do that quite often. And we've had the same kind of set of people, which, to me, I much prefer watching a Johnny Gargano, a Tommaso Ciampa, and Adam Cole. We had our NXT, our own NXT 6, you could say, for quite a while there, that weren't moving anywhere and were just the solid characters, the solid wrestlers that we would see week to week. And Adam Cole was definitely one of those. And it's with Undisputed Era, you could have had them show up on a Raw after Mania and become instant big.
We were saying this the other
sellers.
week, weren't we? How that was a missed opportunity. Undisputed Era as a group on the main roster, for sure.
Now I'm okay, you were pretty hot on the Indies, Ring of Honor, New Japan, all that stuff, especially with the elite guys, the Bullet Club guys. So it would be interesting to see him get inserted into that
absolutely
playing field, essentially. And as a fan, again, makes me go, oh man, that sounds great. Let alone all this stuff about Chicago and the Punk and Daniel Bryan. This in itself is pretty interesting.
I mean, I think if the problem is AEW is starting to get a lot of big talent.
Yeah.
By the way it looks already, and Malachi Black hasn't even had his first match yet. That's tomorrow.
Right.
But already he feels overshadowed by Punk and Bryan.
Right.
And now possible Adam Cole news, and then Ric Flair and stuff like this. I feel, and I love it. I love all these dream matches we can do. And maybe if these contracts are sort of open, allowing to do other promotions and stuff, that's how you keep some of these guys fresh and you rotate them. But
hey, they got 2
it also
shows,
feels, maybe a brand split of some sort wouldn't be the worst idea.
They looking like they have a lot of talent coming in there. And Ric Flair asking Vince McMahon for his release, and potentially could she put on that nightmare jacket and hang around Cody, or trick Cody into thinking he's hanging around him and then really hang out with Andrade, and then Charlotte will win the Raw title and do an Alundra Blaze and throw it in the trash on TNT. History repeats itself.
Is that what's happening?
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Charlotte in AEW with Andrade and Ric Flair. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Charlotte. I'm not sure about that.
That's what I want. Take it.
Rick, I can totally see showing up.
Rick is an
I love Ric
interesting one.
Flair.
Yeah.
I can't say I particularly want to see him on AEW every week.
I do. He's been under. Ric Flair has songs, references. Like he's known to the outside world, and the past few years, it's even been more apparent since that Ric Flair drip song. They've been not using him the right way, in my opinion.
Oh no, they haven't.
So like, even if he's just another one of the Nightmare 33 people wearing those jackets, hanging out with Arn or Tully or anything, is better than. Hanging around Lacey Evans?
Yeah.
Yeah, anything is better than that.
Oh, for sure.
Ric Flair, put some respect on his name, and he'll come out, and he doesn't need to, he's not, obviously not going to wrestle, never needs to take bumps, just being associated, throwing to something, like they do really well with their, like Jake the Snakes, or like anyone else that they bring in there, Arn and Tully, like they do great stuff with them, so genuinely just happy to see like the GOAT be brought up, not like with his daughter or with the Lacey. Like, hopefully, we don't even know. He could just be like, "Yo,
I can't."
You imagine he's showing up though? Come on, with Andrade,
for sure.
He should be in Andrade's
6th manager of the year. Or
Sorry,
something.
Chavo, hit the bricks.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Ric Flair. I can't say. I think AEW does use their older talent well, their managers well, but. I don't know as a weekly character, and maybe that is just the WWE system, but I don't know. I've seen him. I don't always trust him on a mic, you know?
Very true.
And AEW is very loosely scripted and stuff. So we've seen Jake the Snake just go off in baffling promos before. I don't want to watch Ric Flair and be sad. And that's my thing.
Yeah.
And I think...
well, that's how it felt when you watched Raw.
It did. And I think a couple of... well-timed appearances, doing something with the Horsemen, obviously, that association with Andrade, sure, have him maybe accompanying someone for a pay-per-view and stuff, but I don't necessarily want to see him cutting like promos for Marco Stunt every week or something, you know?
Woo! This guy right here. He's 4 feet tall. I don't know what he would promo. I don't know. That's a Sonny and Undertaker, Marco Stunt, Ric Flair.
Yeah.
You're just...
all over the place.
Yeah. No, I think there would be a cool place for Ric Flair, whether it be used with Andrade, with the ties to Charlotte, which just makes me want to see Charlotte jump over there and face Britt Baker. But just... Adam Cole is definitely a possibility. At least this point, we could all be being swerved, and this could all be something. But he does have a storyline injury and going into a takeover rubber match with Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, Kyle should win anyways.
Yeah.
So
and send Cole on his way.
Yeah, he can be revived. He's been a ghost.